you doing, all beautiful sons of bitches? It's Webmaster, and today we got the boys Angel, Evan, and John back, and we are back for more fucking Ben 10 reviews. Are you guys ready? Because let's just jump right into it now. So we open the episode with Ben taking a swim in Lake Erie at night. Gwen isn't as eager to get dirty water all over her. Ben teases her, but is suddenly pulled under when she turns away. As Gwen checks back, a giant monster emerges from the lake and scares her. She drops her flashlight, revealing it's actually just Ben pranking her as forearms covered in seaweed. As Gwen storms off, a tentacle of an actual monster pulls forearms under the lake. Forearms manages to escape and makes it back to the rust bucket in a sweat, though Gwen and Max don't believe him and tell him to cut the act. So guys, opening thoughts on this opening right here?
Sets up a good mystery for the episode / exciting incident.
Right.
Yeah, think about it, an awful lot happens in these like 22 minutes or whatever it is.
Yeah. Take notes, Dave Filoni.
Yeah. He would have had an army of sea creatures and an army of the poacher guys walking slowly towards each other. 2 different fights before and after the commercial break.
Yeah.
Shit is happening in Lake Erie.
The next morning, the three head out to the pier for a fishing trip. Gwen then decides to stay on the shore. Ben and Max meet the captain of the boat chartered for the day, one Shaw, a gruff-looking man with an impatience about him. As they ride into the lake, Ben keeps an eye out for the lake monster. Shaw overhears him talking about it and pipes up. Not only has he seen it, but he explains that it's called the Krakken, and that he's been trying to hunt it for years. People think he's crazy, but he's convinced it exists. He even offers to take Ben and Max to the spot of a sighting. While Max is suspicious of Shaw's sanity, he sees Ben's excitement and agrees. However, they are soon forced to stop the boat. The area in front of them has been cordoned off. A boat pulls up next to them, and a man on board introduces himself as Jonah Melville, part of the marine biology group that closed off the area for study. Shaw starts getting angry, but Max smugly orders him to turn back, as he's the one who technically calls the shots. Just as they do, though, Shaw's sonar starts picking up something. They spot the fin of a large animal heading towards the docks where Gwen is. So, guys, thoughts on this part of the episode?
Well, I really like the characterization of Shaw. I actually, when I look at this particular character, I realize there are like 2 big inspirations for him. One, for starters, his name is a reference to I think his name was Quentin in Jaws, the Spielberg movie.
Oh, yeah, the one guy, yeah.
But and the actor was
his
Robert Shaw.
With killing the Kraken. Clearly, that's taken from Ahab. I think that's his name from Moby Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, Captain Ahab.
Ahab.
And Evan, I'm pretty sure the character that you're referencing was played by Robert Shaw, so that would make sense for the character Shaw to be inspired by his character.
Yeah, I was going to get to that point, but I had to make my Moby Dick.
But the question is, has Evan met Robert Shaw?
No, but I've met another actor from Jaws.
Oh, did you see Roy Schneider? Oh. Richard Dreyfuss. Oh,
yeah, Richard Dreyfuss.
Oh,
really nice guy too. Like, I was pleasantly surprised how easygoing he was.
Evan, have you ever met a real dick of an actor?
He was getting shit on for saying, "Oh, movies shouldn't care about diversity and all that. They should care about being a good movie that people can all relate to." And he was getting shit for that. Like, how dare you say that? You racist!
How dare you?
How dare you? Greta Thunberg just followed him around going, "How dare you?" over and over.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, what do we guys think of like the titular Kraken itself, though?
I will say this. For those of you who know mythology, you know good and well that the Kraken does not look like that.
No.
It is generally a giant-ass octopus.
Yeah.
Those parachutes in the water. But I think when it comes to this particular bipedal appearance of the Kraken, they took inspiration from the 1981 movie Clash of the Titans.
Oh, yeah.
Which is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Stop motion version instead of the beloved.
Yeah, the stop motion version, not the fucking CGI version.
Worthington. Yeah, I'm not a
the 2010 version that gives me an almighty headache to think about because I could go all day on just how shit
that one got a sequel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it got a sequel and all, and I will say the sequel is a lot better than the first one. I actually like Wrath of the Titans slightly more.
I'm not. Yeah, although since Evan brought it up, it does kind of wonder, like obviously, like as we'll get further into the franchise, there are like a lot of differences between Earth in this, Earth in Ben 10 compared to Earth in reality. But it does kind of beg the question: is Greek mythology itself different? Because why is nobody bringing up that the Krakens from Greek mythology? What's going on here? That's some of the
Krakken is from Norse mythology.
Close enough.
Close enough.
They were both in God of War games. They're practically the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is true.
But yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the fucking tentacles coming out of its mouth. I just think that's like unnecessary design-wise. I think they could have put them somewhere else.
Yeah, even to this day, I question how the hell
I feel
this
like
thing
the reason
eats.
they did that is just to say, oh yeah, we call it the Kraken, but at least we pulled one thing from the original Kraken. There, he has tentacles, so it's not like we're completely ignoring the old one.
I guess that's like the one unique part of the design is just to have the fucking mouth tentacles, but I'm not sure if it's really worth it.
Yeah. But anyways, moving on. The Kraken reveals its towering figure, smashing the docks and sending all the people on it, Gwen included, into the water. Ben tries to save them by turning into Ripjaws, but instead turns into Accelerate. With no choice but to use what he has, Accelerate tries swimming to them, gradually figuring out that he's fast enough to run on the water. He snatches everyone out of the Kraken's path and gets them to safety. Jonah orders his crew to get his boat moving. The Kraken spots and gives chase, trying to grab a specific crate on the boat marked Cannery. Jonah and his crew try to hold it back, and Accelerate kicks the Kraken's grip loose. With time to breathe, he asks them what was so valuable in the crate that they risked their lives for. Jonah tells them it was their food supply, which Accelerate finds unbelievable. The Kraken comes back one more time and manages to steal the crate away. Accelerate times out before he can finish running back to Shaw's bow. Max sees Ben and yells at Shaw to turn the boat around. Shaw, busy aiming a harpoon at the Kraken, decides to let it go, grumbling about getting it next time. So guys, thoughts on this part of the episode here?
He's channeling his inner, Dr. Doom. Next time, Gadget, next time.
Yeah.
Dr. Claw, that's right. Oh, fuck. Whatever.
Damn it, John, you're supposed to be a nerd.
I know, I had Dr. Doom on the mind because we were just talking about how the Kraken will return in Avengers Doomsday.
Anyways, yeah, and also, guys, also pretty like it's not addressed in the episode all that much, but this episode, this does have some significance. This is the first time we see a mistransformation in the series. Because John, sometimes, because Ben obviously gets to pick what alien he gets to turn into, but sometimes the Omnitrix will glitch out and he'll give him the wrong alien.
What a
So what do you think of
shitty
that?
piece of equipment.
Particular alien
Yeah.
that Ben tends to turn into when a glitch happens.
So what do you think of that? What do you think of that, John?
Seems like it could be it's kind of a good mechanic to build in because then it makes him makes Ben have to be more adaptable, but then it also adds a little bit of unpredictability to most of the action scenes and everything.
Yes.
I remember there was like a theory about why that happens. It's like how sometimes Ben slams it down with the palm of his hand and accidentally switch it over a bit.
Slips.
Yeah. I remember that was the theory. I was like,
It's like whenever, if any of you have like an Apple remote, it's got like a little motion sensor in the middle of the scroll. It has like the 4 arrows, like most of the little Streambox remotes. But then the little circle in the middle is like a touch thing. So sometimes you'll be trying to press the left arrow or you're trying to press select on it by just pressing down. And you accidentally brush like a millimeter and it'll be like, boop. And then it's like the next thing. You're just like, fuck.
Anyways, moving on. Later that night, Ben reaffirms that he was right and wants to help Shaw catch the Kraken, but Max insists that he should leave it be. Shaw then passes by, insulted by Jonah's organization shutting down the lake and insisting it won't stop him from catching the beast. As Gwen and Max get ready for bed, Ben manages to slip out and stow away on Shaw's boat, which Shaw only discovers once they've gone far into the lake. They finally reach the spot of the sighting, and Shaw dives down to look for the Kraken. His harpoon gun is the weapon, and himself is the bait. He refuses that Ben come down with him, but Ben finds a spare diving suit and falls him down anyway, almost getting himself harpooned. At the bottom, the two discover a nest of giant eggs and swim back up. As Shaw surfaces, he finds an armed speedboat parked right next to his. Men in diving gear and masks pull him up and interrogate him. Ben hides from them in the water. The leader asks what Shaw saw down there, to which Shaw lies that he saw nothing. The leader knocks him out and reveals himself to be Jonah. Jonah loads Shaw's body on his boat, throws a tracker into his spot in the lake, knowing about the eggs and making sure to come back to collect them, and blows up Shaw's boat. What's the guys' thoughts on this part of the episode?
I will say, going back to the scene where Max and Gwen realize that Ben is gone, I just want to point out the fucking European toilet that Max has in the bathroom. I've been on
toilet
trips that were
He has a European toilet in the rust bucket.
Yeah.
Like, when I first saw that, I was like, of course Max would have a fucking...
Of course.
In the rust bucket is only appropriate.
But yeah, guys, plot twist. Jonah's the main villain of the episode. Oh my god.
No way.
What do we think of this plot twist here?
I mean, you can't tell he was
I kind
evil
of saw
from
it
the
coming
get-go.
because
Yeah.
only good people with a name like Jonah.
Yeah.
And he's going after like a whale of some sort. I know
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
whatever.
It's symbolic, everybody.
It's a whale of a good time.
Hey,
Uh,
yeah.
Enough with the fish puns. I just heard a bunch of those in the episode.
Yeah. Also, I really had to ask. It's like, so why does Shaw have a fucking kid-sized diving suit on his fucking boat?
Well,
Like,
he
I
used
can
to have
understand him having a
son.
second adult-sized one, like in case like the one he uses like gets damaged or whatever. But why is there a kids one anyway? What production company in the Ben 10 universe is making diving suits for kids? Like, honestly.
Backseater, look, it's a very dark story. He used to have a son. However, the Kraken took it.
Vaccinated.
Yeah.
But he keeps the suit around. That's why you can barely
He
catch it
uses
in the
as a
background.
physical, painful reminder
Yeah.
that motivates him. This is what the Kraken took from me.
You barely
I want my revenge.
you barely catch it in the background, but as soon as he sees Ben in that diving suit, a little tear comes down his eye.
Yeah. But now, John, you brought this up when we were watching the episode where Grandpa Max is like, the Kraken doesn't exist. So, and John was all like, so you can believe a watch that lets your grandson turn into aliens, fucking alien robots, and a mad scientist who can bring dead animals back to life. You can believe all that, but a big ass fish you can't believe. To be fair, John, like the further we get, the further we get into the season, like this is all that you could argue this is subtle foreshadowing. It's like he's being really selective with what he believes. This could be foreshadowing for what's happened later in the season, but that's all I'll say. Anyways, the Omnitrix recharges and Ben goes after Jonah as Stinkfly. He manages to dodge Jonah shooting at him and disables his weapons with slime, but a well-placed depth charge crashes Stinkfly in the water, rendering his wings useless. Luckily, a log allows Stinkfly to stand up and dry his wings before Jonah runs him down. The Kraken shows up, forcing Jonah to dump Shaw's body overboard and escape. Stinkfly rescues Shaw from drowning and has a near miss flying him back to the rust bucket. Inside, Ben explains the reasoning behind the Kraken attacks. It's not a monster at all, but rather a mother with eggs that Jonah has been stealing. Gwen finds out on her laptop that the environmental group, Friends of Fish, is merely a front for Jonah, who's actually a wanted criminal who travels around the world poaching rare animals that he crates up, like the crate the Krakken managed to nab, and sells to private collectors. Ben wants to get the eggs back, but Shaw is only focused on capturing the Kraken. Gwen gets off her phone and informs the others it will be a while before the police arrive. He offers a ride in his spare boat, but the Tennysons hijack it from him, taking it to Jonah's cannery hideout. So guys, thoughts on this part of the episode?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty predictable twist, like we said. Not so much like, I guess, the poaching part, but just that, like, oh wow, he's evil. What a surprise.
Yeah.
We were joking during the viewing of the episode that Jonah wasn't even going to sell the eggs to a collector. He and his mates were just going to crack them open and make the largest omelet known to mankind.
That's what I would do. I would totally just film me eating a giant alien omelet. Be like, oh, this may start an intergalactic war, but I just have to know what alien eggs taste like. When am I going to get another opportunity to have a giant alien egg?
Yeah, the alien ham and eggs, the alien excellent challenge from regular show.
You compare it. You make like an eating YouTube channel and just have it compared to like a McGriddle. You're like, so here's the children of our alien oppressors versus the McGriddle.
Yeah. Anyways, at the cannery, Jonah has already retrieved the eggs using a miniature sub and is loading them into a large container in preparation for the highest bidder he'll be selling them to. The trio arrives. Ben sends Gwen and Max inside while he stays to deal with the poachers. Ben transforms into Ripjaws and confronts Jonah in his sub. The two receive an unexpected visit from the Kraken, who showed up to get the eggs back. The three begin to fight over the eggs. Jonah manages to fend off the Kraken, but Ripjaws interferes and gets the eggs from him. Meanwhile, Max and Gwen sneak around and take out some guarding henchmen. So guys, thoughts on this part of the episode?
I thought it was excellent.
Ayo!
That was a nice way to introduce Ripjaws into the
Yeah, so John, this is Ripjaws' big debut. What do you think of him so far?
Yeah, he's one of the cooler ones, because I said immediately, I'm like, oh, it's like Creature from the Black Lagoon, but it's nice to have like it be more special. They've done a good job avoiding any like redundancies. Like Forearms is kind of the most, I guess, not generic, but kind of like the base strong
guy. Yeah.
Like the tank of the group.
Yeah, so I feel like he's like somewhat like the first option in a lot of battles, but then like you get the more specialized. You have the flying guy with the goop with, you know, stink fly, and then you got the speedster, you got Diamond Head, who's like durability and reflection a little bit. Reflection of myself. But then who else? Then I feel like there's a big one that I'm missing. I'm trying to remember. There was like a specialized one that I liked also. But anyway, oh yeah, the little tiny guy that was that he used really briefly.
Gray Matter.
Yeah, I haven't really seen probably most of his powers yet, but at least it like serves like a stealth purpose, most likely.
Yeah.
Also, fun fact: the reason why Ben mostly goes forearms is because it's not only because it's his personal favorite, but he feels like the brute strength will get like the job done quicker.
Yeah.
You've got a lot to learn about being a hero if you think brute strength is always the answer, Ben.
Exactly. Oh, but yeah, John, like interesting. John brings the specialty up because that's something that the later shows would fucking struggle at, because they really struggled at fucking helping differentiate all the aliens, because eventually they just kind of like run out of powers to like give them, so they end up recycling the powers. But the thing is that those aliens usually have like 2, 3, 4 powers, and that has the negative side effect of rendering the older guys redundant, kind of. But yeah, anyways, I digress.
Is it that, or they just keep reusing the same aliens over and over and over again?
Yeah, well, I'd rather they do that than, you know, make new guys and render the old guys redundant, but I digress. Anyways, moving on, Jonah's mini-sub proves to be formidable, but Ripjaws gains the upper hand by wielding an anchor and removing one of its limbs. He then takes the eggs back to the Kraken's nest, appeasing her. Jonah attempts to steal the eggs again, but his sub is torn in half by the Kraken. Jonah takes one last stab at the Kraken, but the knife shatters on her skin. The Kraken is about to eat him, but Ripjaws comes between them, saving Jonah and letting the calmed Kraken go back to her eggs. Ripjaws punches Jonah's clock and leaves him hanging on some wreckage for the police, who were called before to find. So, guys, thoughts on that part right there?
I like the action sequence. It was a good like three-way action between the Kraken was fighting him, and then like Jonah was there, and then Ben, and they were all kind of like fighting for their own purposes because the Kraken didn't know.
It was a triple threat match. Yeah.
Yep. Ben got the pinfall victory. Good job.
Yep. Also, can we just talk about the fact? Oh, I forgot about two things I forgot. One, fucking Gwen and Grandpa fucking tag team all of Jonah's henchmen in the warehouse. So you have these two fucking grown ass men getting their ass beat by a 10-year-old girl and a fucking old fat guy. Yeah.
I'm not fat, backseater. I'm big boned.
And then on top, it also when Ripjaws fucking puts the fucking eggs in his mouth, and it looks like a fucking dick. Did anyone else notice that?
Well, when he first transforms, it looks like he has a big penis coming out of his head.
Yeah, his lamprey light. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, guys, So moving on. We close out the episode as Jonah is arrested and overjoyed Shaw comes riding up to Max in his rowboat, claiming to have caught something. On closer inspection, it is Ripjaws and a fishing net. Shaw thinks it's one of the Kraken's offspring. Ripjaws reverts back to Ben while Shaw's head is turned. Max points Ben out, bewildering Shaw. The episode ends on the Kraken peacefully cradling her eggs at the bottom of the lake where she belongs. So, guys, overall thoughts on this episode?
Solid episode. I give it a solid 8.5.
Yeah. Evan?
8.1 out of 10.
Yeah. John?
I'd say, yeah. I'd actually go like a 4 out of 5. It had good action and a good introduction of a new monster and it didn't really have like any sort of central lesson. Like they kind of tried the Boy Who Cried Wolf thing, but that was pretty loosely.
Yeah, they dumped that. Yeah,
I did make fun of Grandpa because like everything Ben thought would turned out right as far as like the monster being real and everything, and Grandpa's lesson to take away from that is, well, I guess we were both a little stubborn. I'm like, yeah, Ben should have called him on his shit there and be like, no, you were wrong.
Wrong.
And you should have listened to me. And now it's my rusty old bucket of old man. But
yeah,
I'm gonna go. I really like the final sequence though. With that, the three-way fight was definitely a highlight.
Yeah, I'm gonna go a bit lower than you guys. I'm gonna give this episode a 3.5 out of 5. That's just me. But anyways, guys, that's gonna be it. How dare I not be a sheeple and
if we're stupid Hollywood, if we're like stupid Hollywood people who had like worked on the episode, we'd be like, wow, he hates me, and I'm never going to talk to him again.
Anyways, guys, that's gonna be it for this episode. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, please give it a thumbs up, comment below, subscribe, more videos like this, and we'll see you guys next time in the backseat. Take care.